Okay, continuing on our matrices section. So we have what's called dependent and inconsistent systems. So our dependent systems, just to review, that's when you get an infinite solution. Your inconsistent is your no solution. So this question says to determine whether they are dependent or inconsistent. So when we look at this, if we write the equations out, you're going to have 1x equals 1. You're going to have y equals 2, and then 0z, because there's a 0 right here. So 1x, 1y, 0z equals 3, so that means 0 is equal to 3. Well, that's not a true statement. 0 is not equal to 3, so there is no solution. This is inconsistent. So if we go look at this one, you're going to have 1x plus 2y plus 3z equals 4. 0x, 1y, 2z equals 3. And then you have 0 equals 0. Well, that is true. That's a true solution. True. That's a true statement. So that means that this is a dependent system. I can't even spell dependent. That is a dependent system. So what we've just determined is we're going to go now, we're going to look at each of the equations, and we're going to solve the other two so that we get, like on this one, I'm going to write this out, y plus 2z equals 3. We're going to get the equation in terms of z, meaning we're going to get y by itself. So y is going to equal 3 minus 2z. So we've solved for y. Okay, z is just going to be equal to z. And then we need to substitute in again. So we'll go into the first equation. I'm going to take all of this and plug this in for y. So I have x plus 2 times 3 minus 2z plus 3z equals 4. And then we start solving and getting it in terms of, we get x by itself, so 6 minus 4z plus 3z equals 4. X plus 6 minus z equals 4, and then we want to get x by itself. So minus 6 and add z, so x is going to equal negative 2 plus z. And then we write this in as order triple, so we write it as negative 2 plus z, comma, 3 minus 2z, comma, z. So whatever we put in for z, then we would substitute in. So there's multiple solutions on this, not just one. Okay, now flipping over to the next part, you're going to want to make sure you get your calculators out and have those handy. If you've not watched the calculator video that's in your outline, I want you to hit pause, and I want you to go pull up that calculator video and watch that first, and then come back to this, because we're going to use the calculators. And I'm not going to show you on this screen. So go watch that other video, and then come back into this, and then work it along with your calculator. Okay, so what you want to do first is create the matrix. So write the augmented matrix. 2, 3, negative 2, negative 8, 1, -1, 2, and 25, 4, 6, -1, and -7. So you have just written this matrix out. So hopefully, again, you've watched that video of how to enter these into your calculator. So the dimensions of this matrix is 3 rows by 4 columns, okay? So you're gonna go into your calculator and you're gonna go and enter this in. So you're gonna hit your second matrix. It's over on the left. You're gonna go over to edit. You're gonna hit enter. This is a 3 by 4, so you're gonna enter the 3 by 4 dimensions. Then you're gonna type in your numbers. Okay, get them typed in. Go ahead and hit pause while you're getting them typed in. After you get them typed in, I want you to hit second and mode, which is your quit button, and get back to your home screen. Clear home screen off. Then I want you to go back and I want you to hit second matrix again. And I want you to go to math this time. And then you're going to go down to where you see RREF. Not REF, RREF. You're going to hit enter. Then you need to go pull your data from that matrix that you just entered. So that was ours, matrix A. So we're going to go back and hit second matrix again. And then you're going to go and hit enter on that so that you should see, what you should see on your screen is RREF, and then a parenthesis with bracket A. Hit enter. And what you see now is the reduced row echelon form of your matrix. You should see 1, 0, 0. There's no line there, so draw the line in. 1, 0, 1, 0, -1, and then 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay, so what we've just found, did I do this right? Which one am I on? Sorry, guys. I don't think I typed this in right. Did I? Oh, I have a different matrix in my screen. Good grief. Okay. Let me backtrack. I forgot I had something else typed in my calculator. So I have this. You should have, do you have 11, -8, and 3 instead for this example? So your solution is 11, -8, and 3. Okay, go try it again. Let's try it on the other one. I'm not going to write out all those steps this time because hopefully you've got it mastered. So write the matrix out. 1, 1, 1, 6, 8, 7, 14, and 64. 1, 6, 1, and 16. So if you watch the video on that's linked about doing the calculator, it's showing this example. Okay, so then what you want to do is go through the stuff on the calculator. And after you do the calculator, you should get 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 0, 1, 3. So your solution is 1, 2, 3. Right, so watch that video. Also, if you look on in Appendix C in your booklet, if you notice that KU made a little note of a calculator helps page. So if we go to, it's probably towards the end. Yes, if you go to C11 in your calculator, that will help you. So C11 in your spiral is also the steps written out too. But I have that video that will help you.